After 10 years of movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Avengers Infinity War is finally here. A bunch of Marvel movies came before it and they've been awesome for the most part, but they haven't been without their problems. Luckily, Infinity War actually managed to fix some pretty major ones. Before we get into those, there are going to be some major Infinity War spoilers in this video, so definitely add it to your watch later playlist if you haven't seen the movie yet. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. It's the best way to stay up to date with our new videos. The villain problem. Marvel is famous for having lackluster villains. Sure, recently we got some pretty good ones like Killmonger in Black Panther or the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming, but compelling villains have definitely not been the norm in the MCU. Avengers Infinity War solved that problem by basically making Thanos the main character of the movie. His motivations and his goal were clear and he was really fleshed out as a character. Somehow you even feel bad for the big purple dude at certain moments. That's not really something that can be said for most bad guys before this one. The Red Skull problem. This is a little detail that's been bugging fans for 7 years now. In Captain America: The First Avenger, Red Skull grabbed the Tesseract and then something happened. It was never really clear what. Was he dead? Did he go to space? We never saw a body, which meant that the door was open and fans were left with a feeling of dissatisfaction. Infinity War finally gave us some closure on what the fate of this bad guy ended up being at the end of that film. And it definitely sucks for him. Guiding people to the one thing he can't possess? Yeah, that's pretty rough. The death problem. Speaking of the whole unresolved death thing, that kind of thing happens a lot in the MCU. Characters seemingly die, but then they're often brought back to life somehow, so the stakes never feel real. And yes, based on how Infinity War ended, a lot of deaths are still gonna be reversed in the future, like a lot of them, but definitely not all of them. Even if all the people that turn to dust end up coming back, we still lost a lot of characters before that in a way that's probably permanent, and not just little side characters like Quicksilver either. The Thor problem. Here's another one that's been bugging fans since the first Avengers movie back in 2012. See, the very first Thor movie ended with the Bifrost being destroyed, and that meant Thor had no way of getting back to Earth. It was a whole big thing. But then in the Avengers, he just showed up. The explanation that was given for this was a throwaway line about dark magic. Even writer-director Joss Whedon admitted it was kind of a cop-out. But Heimdall's final act of sending Hulk back to Earth gave a little more depth to the explanation. By saying, "All fathers, let the dark magic flow through me one last time," he helped make that 6-year-old problem feel a little more complete. The comedy problem. Another problem that lots of viewers have with Marvel movies is that sometimes it feels like they're trying too hard to be funny, even when it's not really appropriate. That leads to emotional scenes getting undercut with silliness or just plain awkward moments like this one.
People create smaller people, children. I lost the word there.
Really, Ultron? You're directly connected to the internet and you forgot the word children? In general, Infinity War did a better job at handling the comedy. Sure, there were a couple of jokes that didn't land and a couple of gags that felt out of place, but the movie allowed itself to have some seriously dark moments, and that made the stakes feel a little more real. Do you think that Avengers Infinity War properly solved these problems? What other problems did it solve? And what are some that it maybe created? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one.